All right, we're going to now jump into a digital citizenship activity or lesson. It's on a Google presentation, and you'll notice that you're with a group of students that I've already paired you up with. If you're interested to find out who your partners are, you can click on the share button in the top right-hand corner. It'll tell you who your group members are. One of the most important things to remember when doing a collaborative project with others is to not delete their information, don't put anything inappropriate on there, and to make sure that you leave a comment instead of just erasing or backspacing what they did. Here's how you would do that. If somebody puts something on here that I didn't agree with, I don't just go in there and delete it. They'll never know why I deleted it. So what I would do is I'm going to move this back here real quick. If I click on it, I can highlight it, and I can go to Insert and down to Comment. I can say, I don't think this belongs in the slide, or let's change the image, let's change the definition. You want to make sure you leave a comment when your partner posts something that you don't agree with. Then once I type it in, then I hit comment, then they can see it next time. There are 15 slides to this presentation, so you can figure out that each person is responsible for approximately 4 to 5 slides. Some of the slides you will also work on with your partner, so you may actually do 5, maybe 6 slides. Just don't do the whole thing. You want to leave enough of this project for your partners to work on as well. All right, since you're already on the presentation, it means you already clicked on this link to watch the video, which is great. When you're done with that, don't delete it. Your partners need to see the video as well. Then you will have, it says, this video will teach you about digital citizenship. If you click this link, it pops down here to a YouTube video. This is a short video which does an excellent job of teaching you how to become a digital citizenship. Then I also found a brain pop video that's really good, about 4 minutes long or so. It does a good job of putting the digital citizenship into more kid-friendly terms, in which you can watch the video, pause it, and then start to fill out some of your presentation. Again, don't delete any of this whole box up here until you're all the way finished with the project. All right, let's jump in here. Slide number 2 says, what is digital citizenship? Now, I gave you the directions down here, but I'll just show you real quickly. Click on Tools and then Research. Again, this is connected directly to Google since we're using a Google product to do this. If I want to look up everything about digital citizenship, I can click everything. If I want just an image about it, I do that. A video about digital citizenship, you have to preview it before you put it on there to make sure it's appropriate if somebody else were to watch your project. If you go down to quotes, if you want to find a specific quote about digital citizenship or about being a digital citizen, you surely can do that. If you need the definition, try to type it in dictionary. I can't guarantee that it's there, so you're going to have to do some searching around for it. Then slide number 3 says, where does cyberbullying happen? Now remember, cyber, for the word cyberbullying, refers to cyberspace, which also refers to anything online. So you have to think about that when you come up with your definition. What are ways to stop cyberbullying? Now, cyberbullying is a huge issue throughout all types of schools, throughout the whole country, throughout the world. What are some ways that you would like to see schools doing things to start to eliminate that problem? Feel free to have several responses on here from all the partners. Slide 5, why is it important to give credit to the creator of something? I want you to think back to Mix and Mash on the Digital Passport website that we did. Why is it important to not plagiarize? Plagiarize is to copy something illegally. So if I went to the internet and I just copied it over and said it's mine, that's like stealing. So why is it important to give them credit? Number 6, one thing you should never do online is, now there's a ton of things you should never do online. I want you to be specific here. What's one of the most important things you should not do? And think back to the Digital Passport. There's a bunch of things on there. Again, feel free to have several people fill out that slide. Number 7, if you get an inappropriate message, you can. If somebody IMs you, somebody texts you something, someone posts something inappropriate towards you or directed at you, what should you do with it? Now think with common sense. Our whole theme for this is common sense. What makes the most sense? Number 8, who can help you? Be specific here. If something happens to you online, who would you go to? There could be several people for this. What can you share online? Now, going online is a fun place to find information, to do research, to gather data, or whatever you need to do. What can you share online? Be specific here. You want to use common sense. You don't want to share everything, but you do want to share some things about yourself. Number 10, define acceptable use policy. Now, it is on the 5th grade page. I have a Google presentation that will show you the definition. You can also do a tools research for that, or you can, if you're a 5th grader, you can go to Quizlet and look up that definition as well. Slides number 11, 12, and 13 give you a digital scenario in which you're supposed to read the scenario and figure out, is this right or wrong? You can also come up with an explanation for why is it correct or why is it not correct. 12 is the same thing. It says it deals with the password. You read the scenario, you come up with the best answer. 13, same idea. 14, I love this idea. This is going to be pretty fun. Create a slogan. Your group needs to create a slogan for our school to become better digital citizens. Be creative. A few teachers will pick the most creative one, and I'll actually put it on our website. Now, if you want to get creative with this, you can try to do a Google drawing and try to copy that drawing in and put it on here. That would be awesome. You can also think of a slogan, just like the Nike one, just do it. Something that's very catchy, very simple, but it gets the message across to whoever's going to read this. And the last one, digital citizenship conclusion. Wrap up your presentation and don't use the end. Be creative. You're all smart students here and very good with technology. So let's think of a creative way on how to wrap that up. A couple quick things on how to customize your slideshow, your presentation. First thing you'll notice is background. If I want to change the background color, I just simply click background. It won't work if I'm inside a text box. If I'm inside the text box, I can customize just the words. I can highlight. I can change the font, how fancy the words look. I can change the font size. I can also change the text color, the color of the letters. You don't want to get this too crazy that other people can't figure out what you're saying. If I want the background, I click on the background. Here's my background. I can change the theme if I choose to. I can also insert a shape if I want to circle a specific word. If I want to insert a shape that it's an arrow pointing to a specific word, I can do that. One of the last things you'll do to customize is transitions. A transition is taking you from one slide to the next. So if I click on transition, I'm not going to really show you how to do this. I want you to figure this out. You can, right now there's no transition. So if I were to watch my presentation and I pushed the space bar, it's just jumping from one slide to the next. If I had a transition on there, it would have a really cool effect on it so that it would look really nice and so forth. Now what I want you to do is make this the best project you can. Learn, have fun, and remember to be a good digital citizen. Thanks.